quick photo op. We'll take it back there,
Wowzy. Thank you very much. I had all sorts of other things I was going to start with, and I think I should probably start by saying thank you to Mark and Jeff, two role models of mine, mentors of mine, good friends, people, well, men who, you know, I don't have a whole lot of men in my life. But if I'm going to, it should be Mark Leno and Jeff Kors, right? And I want to thank them for being hugely responsible for my being here. There's another man in the room that I want to thank that has another huge role in my being here. And some of you are going to be like, you're crying because of him? But anyway, it's a man I love very much. He's my first and real husband. I want to thank Frank Wu. When Mark had the great honor of being appointed as supervisor, he and I put our heads together and selected Frank Wu to be my next co-chair for the community center, and it's been a fabulous trip ever since. I also want to thank the former board members, former staff members of Quality California. You're good friends, you're family to me, and we all wouldn't be here and have the rights that we have if it weren't for them. And I also want to congratulate the new board, or the board's members subsequent to my departure, and the new board the new staff, and especially Rick Zabur for the hard work you're doing. I want to tell you a little story. I don't live in San Francisco anymore. I moved to Atlanta a couple years ago, and prior to that, I lived in Mendocino County for 10 years. Living in San Francisco, the work of Equality California made sense. I was in the bubble here with a great deal of privilege, and sometimes I think living here we don't think we have privilege, but in reality, we have a whole lot of privilege, regardless of our status, our L or our G or our B or our T or our color or whatever. We have a lot here in the city and county of San Francisco. However, outside of the boundaries of this Bay Area, in Mendocino County and other mid-state counties and southern and northern state counties, there are individuals who are desperate for the work of Equality California. They don't know what it's like to walk down the street holding hands. They don't know what it's like to have gay bars to go to. They don't know what it's like to have beautiful dinners with beautifully dressed people at it, like tonight, with hundreds of queers or queer allies. Queer, that's my word. You know, talk to me about it later if you don't like it. Right? Then I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and there's an extraordinary organization there called Georgia Equality that's doing good work in Georgia. However, the work isn't finished there, and it's not finished in many states in this country. Equality California, whether you think so or not, is leading the way. The rest of the world is indeed watching the work of Equality California. And if it weren't for people like you in this room who give cash, checks, credit cards, time, showing up tonight, we wouldn't be watched. We wouldn't set an example for the rest of the country so that we can make life easier for people to suit up and show up in their lives on a daily basis in Rome, Georgia, or Athens, Georgia. Well, that is a college town, but pick another smaller town in Georgia where I live now. It's not easy life there. It's our responsibility as Friends of Equality California, and I'm also going to say Human Rights Campaign and all of the other big and small organizations in the city of San Francisco that do the hard work so that other people outside of our beautiful bubble can live their life wholly and completely exactly the way they are. I implore you tonight when the pitch happens, and you know the pitch always does happen, and there's a really cute little way you can give tonight, and there's also cards on the table. And if I keep talking, I promised Frank, who's organizing this thing, that I would, different Frank, sorry, Woo, not you, that if I talk over my 3 minutes, I'd have to double my donation, but who cares? So I'll double my donation. It's what we do, right? Give something. I don't care how much you give. You know, I'm not on the board anymore, so I don't have to ask you for a lot of money, but I will ask you for something. I don't care. If you got a change in your pocket, just put, write something on that piece of paper or text the thing that you're going to text later, okay? Do it for the people in Mendocino County, for Lodi County, for whatever county, okay? Maybe something closer to the Bay Area. Do it for the people in my new home state of Georgia. We need it. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm actually from Alabama, and Alabama already has marriage. Help. What the hell? Jeez. And, okay, never mind. I'm cussing now, so it's time to stop. So I'll go now. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for supporting Equality California.